love it. A 20% dividend, so to speak.
Hey financial warriors, welcome to the show. I'm Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel I cover everything from personal finance to credit cards to investing to mortgages to stimulus checks, and it seems that stimulus checks may be back. I know everyone enjoyed them during 2020 and 2021. Now, yesterday we reported on the fact that an investment fund CEO, James Fishback, had tweeted out a proposal. I know it's called X, guys, but I just can't stop saying tweeted, okay? Look, X's own Grok AI confirmed to me that it's all right to still call it Twitter and say tweet and stuff. But anyway, he tweeted this 4-page proposal to Elon for a Doge stimulus check, returning 20% of the savings Doge is finding to the people in the form of checks called the Doge dividend. Elon said, "We'll check with the president." And within a matter of hours, Trump confirmed that they are indeed looking into this Doge dividend. He actually talked about it twice yesterday, once in his speech at an investment conference in Miami and once on Air Force One to the gaggle of reporters. Now, you just saw some of the footage from the Air Force One interview at the beginning of the video, but let's now actually play you what he said about it at his speech last night.
There's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of the Doge savings to American citizens and 20% goes to paying down debt, because the numbers are incredible.
So you can see that he acknowledges the 20% number, which is from the original proposal from James Fishback. And then he goes further in talking about another 20% to pay down debt. And then he doesn't say it, but I'm assuming that the remaining 60% would just go to deficit reduction, i.e. just taking that money out of the budget so we don't have to borrow more money to finance the government. Now he goes on to talk about saving billions and billions of dollars.
Billions, hundreds of billions.
It doesn't really add any new information, all right? So I won't bother playing it for you. But then later on Air Force One, he does talk about another aspect of this.
And also it give an incentive for the taxpayer to go out and report things to us where we can save money.
So yeah, he's talking about encouraging people to report financial waste to Doge. Now, I know some people are going to feel that's a bit of a negative. I mean, you could say, how is that different to when certain countries and certain states encouraged people to report on their neighbors for having too many people at their house during COVID? I guess from some angles, it is kind of like the financial version of that. So you can weigh it up and you can make up your own mind what you think about that aspect of it. I'm just giving you the facts. We also have another update from Elon on the Doge dividend too. He made another post about it on X last night where he seems to play down the $5,000 number. I never mentioned a specific dollar figure, just said that I would see if the president wanted to consider a tax reduction linked to Doge savings. He may or he may not. The amount would therefore obviously be proportionate to how much savings Doge actually achieves. More savings would mean a bigger tax reduction. The top Doge priority remains, however, reducing the deficit to stop inflation and lower people's interest rates. Now, the $5,000 figure was just included in the report as an example anyway, based on $2 trillion in Doge savings. It probably won't be that much, okay? Probably $1 trillion or less, which would result in checks of $2,500 or less. Fishback, the guy who authored the 4-page proposal, then replies, "Elon, agreed. This is exactly what we advocate in our full proposal linked below. More savings equals more dollars put back in the pockets of American households. This will incentivize the public to help Doge by calling out waste, fraud, and abuse wherever they see it, resulting in even more savings and in turn a larger Doge dividend check for Americans and their families." And he then includes a link to a new website that he's set up where you can read the full proposal. It's mydogedividend.com. So you can go and read the paper there if you want, or you can just watch our first video on this where we outline the full proposals. It looks like this, and I will put it on the end screen of this video. And you can see that Fishback is reiterating the fact that he hopes that people will be calling out waste, fraud, and abuse. So I don't know, depending on what you think about it, I guess it really depends which side of the political spectrum you're on. Could be a negative or could be seen as a positive, but certainly even if you see it as a positive, it's probably going to create not a very nice atmosphere within the government for a few years where people are kind of calling out, teams that are wasteful, working from home or whatever, and it's probably going to be a bit of pain, guys. So that's where I can see it, a bit of pain for government workers. So there's the update. It seems it is being seriously considered by the president, but they're playing down the amount. Lots of news articles mentioned the $5,000 figure. just because that was the quite optimistic example from the proposal, but in reality, I don't think it will be that much in the first year. You know, maybe $2,500 if we're lucky. But personally, I think these checks should be paid out. I heard Maria Bartiromo on Fox Business this morning saying she didn't think they're needed, and I normally like her show, but I think that comment was really out of touch. Inflation has been rampant these past few years, okay? Groceries cost more than ever. You go to the grocery store, I go to ShopRite, and I put some, you know, like 5 items in the cart, right? And it would normally cost like maybe $15, $20. It's $50. I'm like, whoa, I can't go in there without spending $50 to $100. And, you know, many people racked up a lot of credit card debt over the last 2 to 3 years, with it hitting a record high of $1.21 trillion. And an extra $2,500 or even $5,000 if we're lucky would be a great help for American families to pay down some of that debt. And hey, if you don't like the idea just because it's Trump and Elon and you don't need the money anyway, you could always protest by donating it to the Democrats. Anyway, guys, that's my take. If you're looking for a better savings account or cheaper car insurance, and insurance rates have really increased recently, so this could really help you out, do click on some of the links below that I have in the description for savings accounts and insurance. My aim on this channel is to save you guys money so you can get into a better financial situation. I'll put my full rundown of the Doge dividend proposal on screen now. Do check it out if you're interested. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.